Oh hi, thanks for watching my video. Gonna do another experiment today, little test on when toddlers get taken away. I have made, oh shit, is she fucking pregnant? I have made a video before about what happens when a toddler gets taken away. If you haven't seen it, I'll leave a link to it in the video description and I'll link it in the white box at the top of the screen right now if you want to watch it. This, I guess, is kind of a follow-on from that. Basically, that video was to find out, as the name suggests, what happens when a toddler is taken away. And the answer is nothing. The toddler gets taken away and they're essentially deleted from the game. You can't even summon them if you use a teleportation cheat. It's not possible to get them back. And one thing I quite liked about The Sims 2 is that you could kind of plan families around neglected kids. It sounds so harsh, doesn't it? But when a child got taken away in The Sims 2, you could then play as another family, have them adopt a child, and surprise, surprise, it would be the kid that got taken away from the other family you played with. And I don't really like kids just being deleted in The Sims 4. And so I'm going to try and see if there's a way that I can make it so that toddlers are available even after they've been taken away. So this here is Mila, and she's a bad mummy. She's a really shit mum. I didn't actually create her for this. She was already an existing townie. That's why I'm curious as to whether or not she's pregnant now. But she has a toddler, little Misty, and we're going to try and make it so that Misty gets taken away, and then we'll see if we can bring her back. Another thing I just remembered as well from The Sims 2 is that if you had a child taken away, you couldn't adopt another child. And that also doesn't happen in The Sims 4. I have tested that before. If you have a child taken away, you can still adopt as many kids as you like, which is crazy, but there we go. So I'm going to start off by buying a computer. Okay, so here's the thing. Toddlers get deleted in The Sims 4 game as it is. I haven't installed any specific mod to try and undo this, but I always have MC Command Center in my game. And I've said so many times, I've got it in my game, but I probably don't know half of what it can do because I just don't really play around with it that much. And I know that it has so much to it. But I think it can basically make it so that neglected toddlers don't get deleted and they stay in the game and they can be adopted. So that's pretty much what I'm testing today. So let's have a look. So under gameplay settings, there's an option for adopt neglected child. So I don't know if that means that she can just, well, I guess we'll see. If enabled, when it is determined that a baby, toddler or child is neglected, they'll be adopted by an NPC household in the world rather than taken away by social services. Okay, so it may be that I can't go and adopt that child with another family, but I guess I could do it through the NPC that adopts this child. I'm going to go for enabled. Great, so all that's left to do now is neglect my child until it gets taken away, which shouldn't be a problem, although last time I tried this, oh, great success, she's already hungry, so that's good, I'm going to send her in here. Last time I did this, I found it quite upsetting, just watching this sad toddler, like, crying in their own mess. It was really distressing. But I think we can get through this, guys, as long as we just all remember that they are just pixels, okay? So anytime you find yourself feeling sorry for this kid, just don't, because it doesn't exist. And now we wait. Now we wait. Misty is very hungry. Be sure to feed her before she gets taken away. No, that's the point. That's the point, gang. We want her to be taken away. That sim is brutal, man. The mum. The kid's starving in the other room and she's just sat there watching porn. You're a bad mummy. You're a bad mummy, Mila. Oh shit, she actually is pregnant. Oh, damn. Oh, you know what, though? That might not be a bad thing, because I do have a sim in mind for who I want to adopt this little lady. He's a single dude who lives in Willow Creek. Imagine this one has a baby, and then they kind of grow up long-lost siblings, you know, like that play, Blood Brothers. It'd be like that, only they're not brothers, because one of them's a girl. And I don't know what the one she's pregnant with is going to be, but imagine that. Oh, we've had our first warning. Misty is just a helpless toddler. Caregivers and other Sims in the household will need to help take care of her. I wonder if there's a way I can cheat to just make this... Oh, due to neglect, Misty is being whisked away to safety. Maybe you should consider a goldfish before jumping into parenthood again. Child Services took a child away due to awful case of neglect. Misty is devastated. Well, she's the child that was taken away. Due to neglect, Misty Shackelford was adopted by the Moyer household. Okay, so she's not completely disappeared. So that means that if I switch household now, I should be able to take her into a new household. So, okay, so it doesn't do exactly what I thought it was going to do. I thought it would maybe be a bit like The Sims 3, in that the child would kind of not go straight away to another household. It would just come up as an option if your household were going to adopt a child, and she would come up as an option of a child to adopt. But instead, she's kind of been treated the same way she would have been if her parents died. So this guy's going to adopt her. In fact, you know what? I've loaded... the way I'm going to get him to adopt her is just to have him teleport her. But I just want to check the Moyer household and see if she's there. I mean, she will be, but I just want to check. Oh, there she is. She's not placed in a world, but she lives with Alex Moyer. You know what I might do? I might just move the pair into the house with the sim I had. Because I want to see if she comes up in their family tree now. See what that looks like. Okay, let's take a look. Right, now that she's in her new home, I'm just going to cheat her needs and make her happy. She's very upset, bless her. Oh, it's okay. It's okay, you're in a happy family now. Right, let's take a look at her family tree. Okay, so now her family tree is just showing Alex Moyer as her mother. So she just has her adoptive family on there. She doesn't have her biological. But does she still know her mum? No, she doesn't even have her biological mother in her relationship. So it's like she never lived there. Huh, interesting. I feel like as a bit of a palate cleanser from her being taken away, I'm going to have this sim come and adopt as co-parent as well, as care parent, so that the kid's got, you know, a mum and a dad. She's got a happy little family. Overall, though, I'm pretty happy with that. I'm going to leave it enabled, so at least then I know that if I have any kids disappear, I can still get them back, and they'll be somewhere in some of the worlds. I feel like toddlers are the hardest the hardest age group to have taken away, but babies and kids, they're pretty easy to have taken away, so it's useful to have this enabled as a backup plan. There's loads of stuff you can do with MC Command Center if you don't already have it, so I'll leave a link in the description if you want to download it. You can also use it to customize pregnancy. You can age Sims up. I mean, there's literally so much you can do. You can control your Sims' emotions. It's definitely a handy mod to have. And also, if you wanted to have a scenario where a family had a child go and live with another family, but wanted that child to have a relationship with their original family, you could do it with the Woohoo and Wellness mod. That one has a complete adoption overhaul. The only thing is, though, it doesn't work when a child is like taken away. So you would have to plan for that child to go and live somewhere else and put them up for adoption. But the overhaul, the Woohoo Wellness mod allows you to have complete control over who adopts your child, and you can kind of place them with a family that you want them to go with. This one is just handy, I guess, as a bit of a backup plan. If your kids get taken away, don't worry, you can get them back. I mean, if I wanted to, I could put this kid right back in the family she was in before. But I think she'll be happier here, so I'm not gonna. I quite like doing these experimental videos, just testing things out, answering those what-if questions. You know, like, what if siblings have a baby with the same sim? We answered that one. So if you can think of any more what-ifs or what happens when experimental videos you'd like me to do, then please let me know in the comments. I'm always looking or trying to think of new experiments I can conduct in The Sims 4. Have to try and be creative because we're not going to be getting any new content anytime soon, it looks like. But on that note, I think I'm going to end this video here. So I will. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like and subscribe. You know I love it when you do that. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.